Right, hopefully people see I'm on, or just the volume if I need to. That's already quite low, still a bit low. Right, I'll just carry on where I was, because I'm not streaming this entire game. I thought this would just be a good like a one-off stream now and again. So I got this when I was on, it was on sale, because I played quite a lot of Sniper Elite 5, and this is quite close to it. Right, Joshua? Right, did I like that reticle or not? I'll probably stick with a Kakano because that's quite powerful, and I like the top red and that's a machine gun. I'm not high enough level to do the thing, let's go. T-post tactical actually might be pretty good. Because I like that #1 post, it's just it's a bit too thick. Because that's quite like the Susat scope. I might go for T-post tactical. Yeah, that looks quite good. The range finding. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't necessarily know if I'd be streaming today, but I've got a bit of spare time now, so I'll do it now. Some skins and upgrades. I see, so it's like camouflage in your rifle. It's upgrades. Okay, so 50 kills under 20 meters to get the muzzle velocity one. Stability. Oh, so that's shooting people's grenades, isn't it, on their bounce? Zoom. Total some kills. I'm not too far off getting that one. Is there ones like that for the SMGs as well? Yeah, so 30 kills under 10 meters for damage, you can easily do that with an SMG. 5 penetrative kills, I've done that one. Accuracy, 50 headshots, that will slowly get there anyway. The toppering ones, I've got one of those. Recoil, kill tridents, taking damage, I got that one. Ricochet kills, I'm not exactly sure how you get them other than shooting near an enemy, so I'll eventually get that one because I've got some ricochet kills already. Range, 50 headshots, so that's easy, I like shooting people in the head with a toppering. Right. Start game. As I've not played Sniper Elite 4, if I'm acting really dumb on the missions, it's because I don't know what I'm doing on some of them.
The mission at the dockyard proves it. Production of Kessler's missiles must be in full swing. The components I found couldn't have been for any other purpose. Sure, we wrecked the operation. But how many of these components have already been shipped to Alagra? How close are the Nazis to mass production of the new missile? One thing's for certain. The Mafia are the ones disrupting the operation of the dockyard. It's a connection OSS are keen to exploit, especially given Mafia involvement in Operation Husky, in which the Allies took Sicily. Weaver wants me to meet Salvatore Danelli, an infamous mob kingpin. He thinks I can convince him to work with the Allies and the partisans. But everything comes at a price.
The make him an offer, you can't refuse. I've got Sniper Elite 5 AK, I've already played a load of it on video. I quite like it. The annoying thing is the latest DLC mission crashes quite a lot. So I've not been able to do like the Guns and Navarone one yet, because it keeps crashing as I'm playing it. But I've done all like the campaign for I think 3 times at this point, because I did it on like several different difficulties. So this is pretty similar to Sniper Elite 5 for 5 just has some improvements, although I think 4 visually looks a bit better. Alright, Mike.
Signor Danelli.
I had a nap earlier and I'm on again now.
Call me Salvatore. It will not friends. Are we not a friend, you and I?
We have mutual enemies. We'd like to help you dispose of them.
I would like that too. You can begin with Piero Carr, the leader of the Black Brigade. The man is a barbarian,
Is that so?
The monastery is full of artworks, paintings, sculptures, beautiful works. I have it on good authority that come, let's
To sell?
but of course, such treasures are good for a great sum in black market. If we know how we once remove them, then we will do something about it.
Of course.
If we are to truly call ourselves friends, come on, we have to be direct with. We understand each other, huh?
Sure. I understand.
Good. Capo wears a rosary given to him by his mother. He's never parted from it. Bring it to me. I know you're done.
So yeah, I got this when it was on sale a while ago with all the DLC. And like I said, because I played Sniper Elite 5 recently and really enjoyed it, I thought I'd play the older one. And I played Sniper Elite 2 through quite recently. But 2 obviously hasn't aged as well because it's very linear compared to these, and I definitely prefer them where you can run around the map more on your own, you know, doing what you want. How do I leave the building then? Oh, just off here, is it? Yeah, okay. Still does that thing in the cutscenes where his guns
Time
change.
to admire the scenery. Gotta deal with Capo.
I don't like playing this game stealthily, by the way. We've got a little bit of wind, but not much. That's good. So I need to aim out there. Oh, that went a bit low. I actually think the gore looks better for some reason in this one than Sniper Elite 5. I don't know why. It's like the bones seem to break a bit more, because you can blow people's jaws off on this one. Right, Tyre? Alright, had a busy day at the Blue Cross today, and then had a nap when I got back from that, so, zero it for 100 metres, shall we? It's going to be a bit below that. Not doing very well on that one, am I? Maybe that plant pot just really stops it. Let's go back to I mean, I could just do this. Obviously makes it easier, but I kind of like manually sniping. See, there we go, their jaws blow off in this one. Still not much wind, so I shouldn't have to leave the shot very much. Oh, more of them coming. I'm low on ammo, so I better do this for a moment. That one's my left side. So yeah, I definitely don't like the heat, because like I say, because a lot of the work I do ends up being in hot environments when I'm actually doing like a physical job. All of those aren't very nice when there's a drought on and like really hot weather.
This will come in very useful.
It's kind of unrealistic you can hit something. But I suppose it's not. It's just how difficult it would actually be in reality to aim a pistol at those ranges.
Need more bullets.
I'm hoping they do a Sniper Elite game that's set in the Cold War, because the first one sort of... well, not the first one, Sniper Elite 2 ends kind of with the Cold War beginning. Yeah, all of them are basically World War 2. There is another game made by a different developer that's like Sniper Elite. Has like all the same mechanics, that's like a modern day one. I can't remember what that was called. It was alright, but... shit. It's F, isn't it? So use a medikit. Right, Rajiv. So since I put that video up earlier, they've shelled that nuclear plant again. Or it like happened earlier in the day, but I hadn't made the news at the point I did the video. So yeah, it's been shelled for the third fucking time now.
Nothing else.
Like, oh yeah, F6s are nice, I just don't like the fisheye effect when you're wearing them. I suppose they do have a good field of view, it's just, it's a bit kind of distorted, isn't it? Oh, the straps are awful on it. It's like the old World War II style straps. It wasn't until the S10 they actually made good straps. And obviously the FM12 is even better. So I guess that monastery up there is actually, yeah, where my main objective is. So this looks like it's quite a big map actually. It's not huge, I guess, but yeah, they are, at least in 4 and 5, the maps are quite decently sized. No, I don't have a gun license, but I have firearms you don't need a license for, as in the ones that like come under exemptions to the rules. Like I've said before, I wouldn't bother getting a gun license where I am at the moment, because I've got nowhere I could shoot them. So if I was approved a license, I'd essentially be paying just more money for guns I couldn't shoot. I might as well go search all those bodies, actually, because there's probably quite a bit of ammo on them. Oh, the body's disappeared now. Oh, there's at least one more over here. I suppose that's probably if you don't loot them fast enough. You probably don't get stuff on them if they've got a load of ammo or whatever. Oh, I know, they were just behind there, weren't they? Well, obviously, yeah, in the US, you don't even need a license, do you? You just have a background check done on you. Over here, you actually need a proper license, which means you're essentially renting guns, not owning them. Because if your license gets revoked at any point, you lose your guns. Which again is one of the other reasons I wouldn't get one unless I planned on doing a lot of shooting. I wouldn't want to own many guns if I had a license, just because that's more money you could potentially lose. That's why, again, like some of the antique firearms, like the ones I've got, are quite popular, apparently, even with like gun holders. It's because you can register them as a Section 1 firearm and shoot them. And then if you need to deregister them, you can just keep them without a license. So you can basically just do that with them. Whereas obviously things that are like modern calibers are always a Section 1 gun regardless. If that makes sense.
Radio transmission code. Useful.
Have I played Life is Strange? No. I know that's like one of those story games, isn't it? About like some girl with powers, but no, I've not played that one. There's enemies around here. We could do this properly, or we could do this how I do this, which is throw a grenade onto the truck, then run off. There we go. And deal with these guys up there. Just nice and gingered it here, not that range. No, it's not bad. Yeah, exactly. So, or airsoft, because once you've got the like thing to get them in like, you know, rift form, if you just want a replica gun, they're quite good. Like I said, at some point I'll be getting some actual good replica airsoft guns, because I know somebody that's selling a load of second-hand ones, and because somebody can actually legally sell you them if they want, even if you don't have a UCARA. It's just they have to take responsibility if you do anything dumb with them. And because it's one of my mates, he knows I've got, like, you know, say those obsolete calibers or DX, you know, crossbows and that, and I've never broken any laws of them. He's actually quite happy to just sell me them, his old airsoft guns, because he said, look, obviously if you're going to do something, you'd have done it by now. So, yeah, I'll at least be able to do some videos on some actual proper Rift-style AEGs and that. Well, that's the thing, it's not even a proper license, it's a weird thing. It's like a thing shops use, it's like an insurance policy to protect themselves. So in theory you don't need it, but if you don't have it, the shop's taking a gamble if they sell it you, because I think it comes back on them if then you, like, you know, did a bank robbery with it or something. Whereas I think if you've got a UCARA and then they sell it you, it, like, basically gets them away from, oh, getting more enemies coming on. Yeah, it is warm, isn't it, Nick? Oh shit, they're coming from that direction. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm playing this on hard, by the way, because otherwise I find these games a bit too easy, because especially the open world ones. Oh, they're getting even more reinforcements called in, fucking hell. That wasn't a very good checkpoint if it's checkpointed it just there. Right, quick, use a medkit. Coming in from all angles now. Let's run off for a bit and come back.
Can't find anything else.
Yeah, Ty, there's ways you can get the like license thing without even doing airsofting. I found out there's some places that just literally sell them to you. You know, just if you do a bit of paperwork. And that's the sort of thing I do, but like I said, at the moment, because I'm going to be able to buy some without that, and money's tight anyway at the moment, I'm not going to bother doing any of that registration stuff till, you know, the economy's a bit better. Are you alright, Nick, anyway? Oh, their spine actually disconnects in this one. This is why I don't understand in 5 why it's, like, the X-ray bits aren't as good. As far as I remember in 5, although they're good, that you don't get, like, those bits of their skull open up like that, or like their jaws come off. It seems like the bones stay more intact in that one. There's more krauts coming from down there. Right, run, run, run. I have more krauts coming from up there as well. I've noticed there seems to be a lot more enemies in Sniper Elite 4 than 5. Like, because in 5 I could quite easily, even on hard, pick off a load of enemies from one area without much trouble. But in this one it seems like there's a lot more enemies, you know, if an alarm gets raised or whatever. Yeah, don't blame me, Nick. Like I said, I had to have a nap yesterday and today. Like, I walked the dogs quite early yesterday, and even the 3 dogs that are normally really energetic kind of were like, nah, I don't want to be out in the heat for long. So even though I didn't have a long walk yesterday, I still wanted to have a nap as soon as I got back in. And like today, after I got back from the Blue Cross, I had to have a nap again, just because I felt so drained from the heat. I feel alright again now. It's just that, you know, as soon as I got in both days from being out in the heat, I just wanted to like lay in front of a fan, and then I just feel quite tired. What I'll be doing at the moment, by the way, is every day I'll be checking my Geiger counters, and then if there is a radiation leak, I'll make a video as soon as it's picked up on one of my counters, like a Geiger counter or scintillation counter or whatever. Oh crap. Oh, there's a lot of them down there, isn't there? Right, hit and run. I should have done this, shouldn't I, to start with. Oh, cool! Got another one with the yes, it went through multiple Nazis there. Oh yeah, the wind's blowing quite far right at the moment. Oh, that's a good shot. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Oh good, I've got to rank 15, okay, I think I do play a loadout, don't I, to change that. Alright, Flazzy. Oh, that's a really cool tyre. Yeah, I like trains. Like, I'm not obsessed with trains or anything, but I do find trains really cool. But a diesel, not a steam engine. Diesels talk like this in Thomas the Tank Engine. Yeah, the bad trains. Yeah, exactly, Nick. Well, the thing is, sometimes it is on the front page in the news, and then it just literally gets knocked down by celebrity stuff. But yeah, there was more shelling there today. Even like, well, before I did the video, but before it hit the news when I'd done the video. And like, they actually mentioned that on today's thing, which I hadn't seen mentioned before, that yeah, there is nuclear waste stored on site, and that could very easily go airborne if a shell hits one of the storage tanks. Because they're just literally like concrete and metal, you know, like just basically silo type things. Fair enough, Tyre. No, it's cool, whatever it is. It's just I was thinking of Thomas the Tank Engine. I was going diesel. Can you actually put red diesel in a diesel train, or does it have to be? Oh, is it kind of wool? Or does it have to be black diesel, like proper diesel? There's 5, Flazzy, because I streamed Sniper Elite 5 quite a bit not too long ago. I'm just doing a bit of this today because I finished Bioshock the other day, and I don't want to start a full game until next week again. Faustru, oh, so he's got a Panzerfaust. Oh, they're behind cover, yeah. Can I go through those barrels? Yep. Yeah, it wasn't the fact I was thinking if you could take him. I wondered it was just because of the tax purposes, because they get really funny about red diesel or something. So I didn't know if locomotives are allowed them. But I suppose it's mostly road cars they don't like them in. Yeah, I was sort of just thinking, Nick, thinking out loud. Was it like if it's just a road vehicle or not? So if it's like farming or a boat or anything else, it's fine. I'd assume anyway. Come some more of them. Right, window to the right. Let's do one in the face though. Ooh, and there goes his jaw. bandage. Yeah, that's the weird thing. I don't get in Sniper Elite 5 as far as I can tell. I think the gore's toned down a bit in that. And it's weird because Sniper Elite 5 at least has swastikas on stuff. You know, like they stopped worrying about putting those in the game. So that's the weird thing, is like, because Sniper Elite 5 is technically, you know, like graphically better than this. But it seems like when the bodies come apart when you shoot them's a bit gorier in this. As in like jaws come off, you know, and stuff like that, and like saying like the skulls seem to fracture more realistically when you shoot somebody through the head. Right, if I search for them. Right, shall I try going back over to here? Place I got chased away from recently. Yeah, I mean, some filters are actually quite good, Tyre, you'll find, in terms of just how well they were made. Because that's the thing, like I've said to people before, is if you're using it for a life and death situation, you definitely want an in-date good filter. But if you have a decent filter that's expired, it still might be alright for lots of things. What's that one means? That means he's a radio man, that one. Ah yeah, radio man kit. Yeah, there goes his jaw. What do you just mean it graphically looks similar? I think they're different game engines. I think this is Unreal and Red Dead is like Rockstar's own engine, isn't it? Whatever they call it. But the thing is, people are saying this graphically looks quite bad, and I can't see that. Like, I know it doesn't look really modern, the graphics, but it doesn't look bad to me at all, does. Well, I suppose that was, well, Nick, if you want to get them, I'd say get them, but at the moment, that's like the sort of thing where I'm having to start going no when I see stuff like that now. Because of, you know, like, just how much everything's costing. And I'm noticing that, you know, my money's going less and less far each month, even when I'm working longer hours. That might be the stream compression, Flazzy. In terms of like textures and that, they actually look pretty good in this, I think. There's still one up there, isn't it?
Nothing else.
Right, so he's behind the tree. Windage is fairly far to the right, so let's try on the left side there. There we go. Just took a shot near his left arm, see where it goes. Oh, nearly got him in the balls. Oh well. Oh, have you seen they're putting the price cap up, I think, now next year to £5,000. It's just getting fucking insane. Like saying, at least petrol, like I think you were saying, or somebody else was saying, petrol and diesel's gone down a little bit, but, you know, all of the other things I have to pay for, you know, like food and all that, they're still going up. So it's like, at the moment, I can manage, it's just meaning you can have, like, less fun stuff to spend your money on every month. I know some people that are renting now that literally can't afford to buy any, like, video games or anything, you know, like, they're just having to only spend money on rent and, like, the cheapest food they can get. Oh, let me check in the options if I've got the kill cam to come on as often as possible, because I find that quite cool, the kill cam. I know it, like, probably annoys people, like the VAP sort of thing. Oh, melee kill cameras increased. Frequently is the highest. Okay, let's do frequently then.
Now I just have to wait for the convoy. Good place to watch for.
interesting. Where are those shots coming in from? Maybe one of those guns. Yeah, exactly, Flazzy. Like, even paying low rent to my parents, because I do a lot of jobs around the house, like I say, and I can see, like, my money massively going down. And then, like I said, I know people that, you know, are having to pay, like, a grand's rent or whatever on top of everything else. Right, I'm pretty sure I'm meant to be stopping the trucks. I think it's like not destroying them if they've got artwork in or something. Got a machine gun. Is that his kidney or his liver? Yeah, kidney. Right, Hype. Yeah, I wonder how much the canals are going down though, saying that, Flazzy, because with the drought at the moment, I think our local canal has gone down quite a bit. But yeah, I definitely agree with you, a houseboat is way cheaper, especially in Oxford, for people, than the houses are. But yeah, I got this on sale, yeah, but bear in mind, Random Brotherhood of Steel member, then you shouldn't be living in Seattle. If that is literally $3 a month, that means it's unaffordable. In London, prices are like that. It just means that regular people don't live there. Yeah, exactly, Nick. Yeah, I bought this one when it was on sale, Hype, and I'm quite liking this as well as 5. Like I said, 5 is technically better, but I think the graphics look better in 4 with the X-ray kills. Right. I do like this one seems to have a lot more wind in it than Sniper Elite 5 does, so you actually have to use that wind gauge at the top to, Oh, where is he? Oh, shit. Yeah, hopefully, but they shelled it again today. I think just before I did the video, but it wasn't on the news until a couple of hours later. And they're even mentioning on some of the news things now about the waste storage tanks. Because that, again, I think is the biggest risk there in the sense of they're not protected the same way a reactor building is protected. So if a single shell, you know, lands on or close to a tank, you're going to get a load of Cobalt 60 or some shit just go up into the atmosphere. I do like this top rev, it seems incredibly good in this.
Questo artista è così pedissequo, ma che cosa pensava?
Oh, it looks like on this one they've done the cool texture thing like they do in Stalker. Yeah, where you do that. Well, there's a name for it in graphics things, so you can have a 2D texture, but you can make it look 3D through like the way the game kind of renders it. Stalker does it with bricks, which makes it the bricks look really good in Stalker. Wings to the left. Is he going to pop his head out again? Forget the guys that look like they're trying to flank round first. He got stabbed again, didn't he? Apparently he's alright, but yeah. That guy, I would not want to be that guy without a lot of bodyguards. Mamma mia. I'd assume so, Hype. Is it instant if we shoot far enough away? I don't know if... So it might not do it in this, but in Sniper Elite 5 it's not actually instant hit scan anymore, because you can see the bullet travel. I'll have to find a long distance thing and actually test that in this one. But I know in Sniper Elite 5, definitely, if you shoot long distances, you can actually see the bullet drop and lose speed. And if you use things like the M1 carbine, you get slower bullet travel speed, but that might have only been something they modelled into 5, I don't know. Yeah, so they might have changed it in 5 Hype. So I said it definitely, the sniping feels better in 5 in terms of, like, you know, looking at bullets over range. If that makes sense. Oh, shit. I'm dead. So at least playing on hard, they're quite dangerous if they actually spot you. Which I kind of like, because it means that you're not so much of a death machine. Like I said, I actually find this harder than 5, because it seems like in this one a lot more enemies spawn when there's like an alarm raised, where in 5 it doesn't seem like more enemies spawn, it just seems like enemies all become aggressive in that area. Have I got any suppressed ammo? I guess see what happens with suppressed ammo if they travel any slower. They should do. But... yeah, and that looked pretty instant, didn't it? I need to find a map where I've got a really long sight line to test it properly, because that's where you can kind of see the bullet effects. But apparently a subsonic still goes through a tree, no problem, so that's a bit weird. Yeah, I still enjoy these games, because I just generally enjoy World War II games. Yeah, like I said, it'd be good if there was one where it has all the real mechanics in it, rather than, you know, some of them being faked. Oh, to the left, I think. Oh, there goes his balls. Ouch. Yeah, what's the other game? I'm not thinking of Armour, but there's another game that has really good ballistics in it. I'm trying to think. I don't think it's Ground Branch already or not, but there's another one of those like fairly realistic shooters that has really good bullet drop. I can't think now what it is off the top of my head. But yeah, Armour Reforged has got really good ballistics as well.
No more.
Like it's an improvement on Armour 3, really. I assume one of the documents is going to be in this bunker.
Judging by the officer's diary, there's more to the alley than meets the eye.
Oh, is he a paedophile? That's normally a problem with Men of God. I think in Sniper Elite 5, when you shoot Hitler in the balls... oh, there's a tank. There's only one ball that gets rendered, which is actually quite funny. Like I said, that's probably all bollocks, that shit, but let's get his exhaust anyway. Like with a fuel tank gun, because at least that way he'll start slowing down quite a bit. Even if I can't kill him at the moment, it should make him stationary. think it says there's 2 others around, but I can't see them. So the Tokarev just seems really overpowered in this. Is it just that one? They could make a new Sniper Elite that would probably sell well just to piss off Putin, where it's like shooting Putin. I mean, I don't see why anybody would have actually any problem in the West making a game like that, and it'll probably be funny. Right, can I destroy them without wasting a satchel charge? Can I just do it by chucking like dynamite or whatever it is? Yeah. Because some of these things you can actually not waste a satchel charge on if you do this. Yeah, and it's also because normally I'd steel cores in it. Right, there we go, that did work. Rather than brass, it's still really good at penning level 3 body armor. Yeah, or level 3A body armor, whichever one it is. But yeah, it has. It's not as good as 5.7 or the. Oh, is there a mine there? Whoops. It's not as good as the 5.7 or the like MP7 round, whatever the caliber. Oh yeah, Acton 9. Like whatever the MP7 caliber is, but it's still pretty damn good apparently at doing that. Yeah, I would get a Diak Tokarev if they ended up at as good money again, you know, and I actually had the spare cash to spend on them, because I do like Tokarevs, but yeah, it's an interesting, because I've got the PPSH as Tokarev rounds, but just like the little TT pistols, but yeah, the interesting thing with the Tokarev rounds is that, yeah, out of all the World War II calibers, you know, they're the best at penning Kevlar. So quite often people will test, you know, modern helmets. Just, oh, that means a sniper's looking at me, does it? I'm just going to do this to get him. But yeah, so yeah, what was I saying about, yeah, Tokarev? So yeah, a lot of people do the tests in America, where when they test, like, you know, Kevlar level 3A helmets, it's the good ones are the ones that stop Tokarev rounds, you know, that's like what sets them apart, because there's quite a lot of level 3A helmets that will stop Tokarev ones and a lot that won't, and that was like the thing, the British Mark 7, out of the, like, Kevlar level 3A ones, was really consistently good at stopping Tokarev rounds, where some of the others, you know, would stop 9mm and 45. But then Tokarev rounds could still get through it. So yeah, that does seem like a good deciding factor with things, if they can do that. I was wondering to do this. I didn't want to put the dynamite there. Shit, that was a waste. I wanted to put the satchel charge on. Oops, that's a waste of dynamite. Now he's looking over in that direction. I do like in this one though, you can do this. Hang on. If I get out of cover and I'm at the right angle. You can do that and get the gun. It's because it's a different key, isn't it, in this one? The satchel charges for some reason. Yeah, it'd have been cool if somebody actually did like a little PDW type SMG in Tokarev. Like small, like I was sort of thinking small than the PPS 43, but that sort of thing. Again, PPS 43s are really good submachine guns, actually. It's just they don't particularly get a good rap for what they are, because it's like a PPSH 41, just better and cheaper. But the funny thing is the Soviets didn't mass produce it that much because of the fact they didn't want to bother retooling factories away from the PPSH 41, so they just built both of them in parallel. Oh great, my aircon's blowing out hot air now, let me turn it off, so... For some reason I don't know why, even my aircon's struggling now. I'll have to have a look at it in a minute. I'm not streaming. I think that was the Panzer III, that one. Yeah. I think that's just a gameplay mechanic anyway, but that was a Panzer III, that one, not Panzer IV, I'm pretty sure. Wasn't it? Let's go have a look. If the tank's carcass is still there, as it disappeared. What I've also been playing is a game I've had for a while but not played much of, is Call to Arms Gates of Hell, Ostfront, which is like a fairly realistic World War II RTS. It's like Men of War but a bit more in depth. I think it runs on the Men of War engine. So yeah, so many more objects there. Investigate Abbott. Right. Right, let's go back to regular ammo, not suppressed. Up on medkits is my second briefing. Yeah, I've played Red Orchestra, Rising Storm 2. I like those, but they're the sort of games where I can get frustrated quite easily playing them. So sometimes I can play quite a lot of them and enjoy it, and sometimes I just can't get into them because I keep getting killed too easily. That didn't look like you should have survived that, but whatever. I wonder why this one will be black and white. Is that his stomach and his kidney? Ouch, that looks painful. Is that a sniper shooting me from up there? Oh shit, is there a load of them up there? Like on that bridge bit. Yeah, I swear there's a lot more enemies in this one than there is Sniper Elite 5. Right, wind's blowing left. Not that much left. Let's try and do another test and shot. Ah, a bit too high. Yeah, I definitely like the Red Orchestra ones. I like Day of Defeat as well, the first one. Not Day of Defeat Source, but the very old Gold SRC Day of Defeat. That's quite good as well. If I remember, Red Orchestra had pretty good ballistics, didn't it, in it, rather than just hit scan guns. Let me try put my aircon back on now it's been off a minute and see if it blows out cool air again. If not, I'll switch it to just fan mode. Yeah, that's cool again, that's weird. Hopefully it stays cool. Just dial out to 100. Not sure. I don't think it's malfunctioning as in, like it needs regassing or the compressor's gone. I think it's just because it's getting so hot that there's heat getting into the room regardless. But then I'll have a proper look at it after the stream. It might be the hose behind it needs taping up properly. Because I noticed, like, I had to retape that a couple of days ago where there was a bit of a split in it. So it might just be there's another split in the hose and, like, the hot air's not getting, you know, not venting out properly. Because it's not like a built-in one, because none of the houses here have those. It's just one of those ones on wheels that you put, you know, a hose on the back and then you put the hose out a window or whatever. Yeah, will do, Fuzzy. Sometimes you have to empty the water out of it as well. So then I'll do that after the stream. Because if we're going to have a couple of hot days, although I'll be at work Saturday and Sunday for most of the day, I don't really want to be in this room without the aircon on, just because of how horribly it traps the heat. So yeah, we'll go a bit of oh no, it's cranium. Oh, I've had some quite funny ragdolls in this in Sniper Elite 5 where they pull like weird faces and go all floppy, sort of like Saw style. I haven't had any like spaz out to the point that, you know, they like reverberate off objects like they sometimes do in games. I have had some where they just go into really weird angles that you couldn't do if you actually had any bones left in your body. Right, it still says there's a load of guys up there, but I can't see where any of them are, unless they're like in an underground tunnel or something.
Can't find anything else.
But yeah, I would really like a Cold War Sniper Elite game like in the 50s or something. Yeah, well, that was the thing that made me laugh if you saw about those Donbass idiots complaining about Ukrainian snipers, saying they shoot and then they relocate. It's like, that's not fair. It's like, I think that's what a sniper's meant to do. Like, I'm not doing that because it's a video game. Oh yeah, they are all there, look. Oh, what do you see here? See if I can get the other couple over there. Oh shit, there's quite a few of them. I want to get a grenade kill cam because they're quite cool when you see the shrapnel fly and hit somebody. Let's see if I can get one. Let's just switch it to regular. They're all the way on the stairs, that probably won't go far enough to get those, but let's just chuck it and see. Yeah, no. Hopefully I can get some more grenades, because the shrapnel ones are good in this in 4 and 5, where you see little bits of shrapnel fly off the grenade. He's around this bit then. Or is he maybe... oh, he's probably upstairs, isn't he, on that balcony thing? Yeah, that's the thing I've heard people complain about in these games, but the problem is, in so many video games, enemies just will literally keep rushing your position. I think Half-Life 2 and Fear are the only games I can think of where the AI is actually quite good at flushing you. You know, like throwing a grenade and then moving up. But again, that's depressing that games from 2004 have better AI than most modern games, but, you know. Again, I swear the Tokarev does more damage than my rifle sometimes in this. Right. Oh, there's a guy up there. Oh yeah, there it is. Let's just hit one of these guys with dead eye thing or whatever it's called, empty lung. See, this can't remember it doing that in Sniper Elite 5, where little fragments of the skull come off, at least not at the back. Well, it says there's a problem with the server, hopefully it's just... Yeah, but that's the thing, Fuzzy, it's like older games seem to have good AI, and it seems like now, even in single player games, it's not something they even bother developing anymore. Now that was a better hit than I was expecting. I was just trying to hit him anyway, just. Alright, one more guy around here apparently. I would say that's a better thing in Sniper Elite 5. You don't know where all the enemies are on the minimap. They have made it a bit more difficult like that, so you can't just go, oh, there's a red dot over there, I know there's going to be an enemy over there. They do that in Half-Life 2, like the Combined Soldiers, because their AI is really good. But again, like I said, the depressing thing is it's 2004. Like, they either rush you or sometimes fall back, and they're very good at using grenades to try and flush you. And they don't actually psychically know where you are. So if you run around a corner, they'll sometimes throw the grenades in the wrong direction, trying to flush you out. Oh yeah, exactly, Flazzy. Oh, is that one of the Nazi Eagles getting shipped? There's some priceless artwork. Let's shoot it.
Time to meet your maker. I believe you have something for your good friend, Senior Denali. Nothing else.
Ping. Yeah, I've tried Mountain Dew and didn't really like it.
Rosary.
Saying that, a couple of days ago I tried gin for the first time in ages, and I still am not a massive fan of gin. Like, it's probably alright as a mixer, but I found it just really dry. Like, it's got an interesting taste to it, but it's kind of like, if I wanted a clear spirit, I'd probably just get vodka. You know, if I wanted something more interesting, I'd rather have single malt whiskey. So, yeah, I probably won't be buying any more gin. And I didn't buy cheap gin either. I bought, what's it, Bombay Sapphire, which is meant to be alright. But I thought it was just a bit meh. You know, like, it was kind of... I mean, obviously, no problem if you like gin. I just personally was kind of like... I'd rather either just have simple vodka or, you know, like something like single malt whiskey. Yeah, that was what I thought, you know, with it. So it's like, I'll finish the bottle off, you know, but probably just use it as a mixer. But, like I said, having a couple of shots the other day with ice, I didn't think it was particularly interesting. The main fizzy drink I drink, although I try and avoid fizzy drinks, sometimes it gives me like acid refluxy hiccups, is Lucasades. Just because I find those quite good at staying hydrated. But I drank a litre of orange squash the other day. You know, like, well, not a litre of orange squash, but a litre of water with orange squash in it. Again, what's annoying here is all like the drinks where they've taken the sugar out of them, like Iron Brew and all that, because it's cheaper. Or because of like the sugar tax or whatever it is. Because I don't want Iron Brew without sugar in it. Do I have the code? I assume I do, because I can see where this is on my map. Oh cool, a trench gun. Right, let's try this out. So this uses my SMG slot, okay. I wonder if they model pellets properly in this. Because again, there's not shotguns in Sniper Elite 5, so that's another thing that's kind of like better in this one. There's a lot more weapons. But I quite like the Lucasades they do, which are a lot more just like squash. So they've kind of got like more stuff added to them than squash to make them, you know, like have electrolytes and stuff in. But But like I was saying, I found the best thing to stay hydrated when I'm at home is get my massive, like, over 1 litre sized glass beer stein. Just put a load of orange squash and water in that with maybe some ice cubes. And I can quite happily drink that for ages. Yeah, which one's the Lucasade Sport? Is that the flat one? Because like I said, I've got both over here, like the original orange type one and the, I think, Sport one. Oh no, this is a video game style shotgun. Look at the spread on that. It's disgraceful. Shotguns look spread like that. Oh look, I've had my first guy doing that. That's what I was on about earlier. Like you're getting sauce. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Ah, cool. That's good height. Yeah, I've got a few parcels I'm waiting on at the moment, but a lot of them seem to have been where they've got part way through the postal system, and then it's like, you know, they can't be bothered to send them further. Because my SUSAT scope was meant to come this week, and I bet it'll be next week now. I've got a tracking number for it, and it has started moving through the system. It's just, you know, where it's gone a couple of steps, but not much further, you know, where it would normally be. One day it's in the system, next day it's either with you or, you know, will be with you the following day. And at the moment it's been kind of like at the start of this week it was signed for and all that by Royal Mail, and they haven't really done much of it since. Yeah, it's Lucasade Sport I like more than, just because it doesn't give me hiccups. But annoyingly, other than the orange flavour, a lot of the time most of them are out of stock everywhere.
Might be a sniper up there. Need to look out for traps.
I've already seen that there was a sniper up there because I shot him. Oh, yeah, there we go. He did have traps then. Oh well. King of the castle, king of the castle. Oh yeah, there's a little Did you not detonate that? Oh, a Lee Enfield. Yes, please. Let's try out the Lee Enfield. Like in this one, the scopes are just all the same, I think, in terms of what scope you select you want as the reticle.
No more to find here.
Right, can I see anybody from up here to test my Lee Enfield on? That's going to be just a skybox over there, isn't it? At this angle. Oh, I'll just manually find some people to test my Enfield on. I want to reload it. I've only got 1 round in it. There we go, 10 rounds. Right, I'm going to do the side objectives first. Just because on some of these, if you do all the main objectives, unlike Sniper Elite 5, it ends the mission. But not on all of them, and that's the annoying thing. So on the first time playing through, you never know if the mission's going to end when you do the main objective. So there's been some where I was trying to do all the side objective. I did one of the main objectives and then ended the mission. So not investigate the other in case it starts a cutscene or something that ends the mission. So if he's got a little choir boy as a spunk bucket hostage, I'm afraid he's going to have to wait. So there's the Abbott thing. Alright, I'll do this one actually just because I'm right next to it, but hopefully, because it's not like a blow something up objective, hopefully it won't end the mission.
What is this place?
Is it his rape dungeon?
List of names.
Good, at least I didn't end the mission. I played the one that was for Sniper Elite 2. Was that Zombie Army 2 or Zombie Army 1? I've not played any of them after that. If they do one for Sniper Elite 5, I might get it. Just because I quite like most of the gameplay mechanics of Sniper Elite 5. Problem is, I don't have a lot of mates now that play co-op games like that online. So that's kind of the issue I run into, is a lot of the time I just play single player games now because I can't be bothered to play with randos. Ah, cool, thank you, Hype. Was it actually a Manchu bow? Because Rich was asking me about that, and when we looked him up I thought it looked more like the Manchu bows than the horse bows, but I know it's still a Chinese style bow. Right, so that's my side objective I want to do, isn't it, that one? Yeah, kill soldiers, right. Alright, let's test out this Lee Enfield then. Mamma mia. Oh, plastered by an SMG or something, so it's run against the wall. Oh, another one bringing flares. Alright, bring a reinforcements. We'll test my Enfield out on him. I'm trying to sneak in. Ah, cool, yeah. Sounds interesting, though. As I said, I'll definitely watch that video. If I don't watch it tonight, I'll try and watch it after work, tomorrow or Sunday. Ooh, shit. I was looking at the chat then, not, the Germans. I did not have my eye on the crowd. Oh shit, that didn't work. If that's incoming artillery, at least I'm on the bridge. It'd be funny if he blew up all his own men with that. I think he did kill one of his own men with that. Yeah, so flare guys are artillery, aren't they? And radio guys are reinforcements guys. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, like I said, at least 5 has a lot better ballistics in this one, it seems. Because I'm pretty sure 5, like we were saying, actually seems to not be hit scan. It does seem like the bullets actually travel, even if it's not realistic speeds. Right, let's go back there and try that a bit more professionally, shall we? Rather than just running straight in, like trying to knife a guy and then... Right. Firstly, can I see any Germans wandering about? Not from here. I'm just wondering if I can get up there and get like a view from sort of an elevated position. Or is there an invisible wall stopping you going around there? I wouldn't have thought there'd be an invisible wall, but maybe there is. Oh no, it looks like I can get out there. That's a bit better. Right, okay. Or is that some guy that's alerted to me? Oh, because the AI can see you through trees, can't they? Because they're video games, right? Not as far as I'm aware, no. I mean, in theory they could exist, because you can have variable zoom scopes. But, yeah, video, and this is meant to be World War II as well, where the optics aren't as good. But most binoculars I've seen, like, that are meant to be like video game ones, even when they're based on an actual set of models, they're never variable zoom, they're like a fixed zoom. I mean, I've got binoculars with 20 times zoom actually in the house somewhere, but I don't like using them very much because of how shaky they are. They're actually quite good. I think they're Kodak ones, but the problem with the 20 times zoom binoculars, obviously, is unless you're using them on a stand or like on a sort of windowsill or something, you'll notice the vibrations in your hand or anything like that really easily at 20 times. Whereas like 8 to 10 times seems a lot more optimum in terms of, you know, you won't notice any sort of movement of your hands as much or looking through them. Because again, like the more zoomed in something is, the more you notice. Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But oh well, that's how they've modelled the game. Oh, let's use my crap shotgun again. Which is a video game shotgun because it spreads like it's sauna, basically. The bird shotgun. Yeah, look at that. Can't hit the broadside of a barn with this thing. Right, let's do it this way then, shall we? I'm glad people always leave explosive canisters in games that randomly go off with normal bullets rather than like tracer rounds. Just everywhere. Oh yeah, you'd want a grid square, wouldn't you, rather than the flare? I suppose flares are good to let you know where something is, but or alert people. But yeah, roughly. But yeah, you wouldn't want the flare for actually calling in artillery. I want them to try and chase me upstairs because I put these things here. All the traps down. Oh, they got a half track or something over there. Oh, they've randomly thought I'm not here anymore, apparently, because I've just not shot at them for a minute. Because apparently that's how real life works, obviously it doesn't. There we go, they know I'm here again now. Oh, where's that grenade going? Oh, downstairs, okay. Oh, it set mine off downstairs, it did more damage. Oh, no, you didn't, I don't think. I think you just said you were in the ROC. And when I say ROC, I don't mean Royal Observer Corps, obviously, Republic of China. I know you said you were in it, but I don't think you ever said what you're in, but that's cool. Oh, shit, hang on. As I said, my granddad was an artillery gunner in World War II. But yeah, mortars are cool. There goes his jaw. Oh, that was a lucky hit. I'll just pick that one back up and go downstairs because I always make it whoops because they don't seem to be following me into the building. It's kind of crazy how accurate artillery and like mortars are getting now, with like all these sort of laser guided ones or like GPS guided ones that they have now. Because I wasn't even aware until Ukraine war that there was actually such a thing as a guided mortar round. I thought they were just a standard, you know, like target at some grid squares or whatever, and then get somebody to radio you to tell you if you're off or not to correct your position. But they've got one where they can like laser it with a drone or something, and then you know, like use the drone for target correction as well. Oh, I suppose, yeah. Comm scripts are never going to be very good unless, you know, everything's on the line. Oh, alright. Imagine if you're under fire, you could probably do it a lot more efficiently. Right. Let's work out where that half track is, whatever's shooting at me. Yeah, the aircon's coming out hot again. What I think's happening with the aircon, I'll flick it off for now, is I think there's just a leak in the hose at the back, so I'll just have to tape that all up later on, or tomorrow, or whenever. Because that does make sitting in front of the aircon quite nasty when that's on like that. Oh yeah, it's it like a little Italian armoured car thing. AB41, yeah, breed the 55. Yeah, so it's Italian.
Nothing else to find.
I might as well get the last guy up there, then go do this objective. There he is, right. Oh, I did find out, because I looked up how long it took to complete the other day, and although I want to stream it next week, Bioshock 2 Minerva's Den, assuming the DLC, assuming I can do it without crashing it, is a 4 to 10 hour long DLC. So that might actually take several streams. I didn't realise it was that long, even though I've played it before. But yeah, like I said, Minerva's Den's a really good DLC because it's quite a self-contained story thing, and it's got quite a lot of content to it. So when you get it in a pack, it's not, you know, very good value. Oh, he's right up there, is he? If he sticks his head out again. Sounds like there's another one shooting. Let's see if we can deal with that truck. Oh, I'm glad they carry explosive canisters on the vehicle for some reason, because that meant to be its exhaust. What's that glowing bit there? Oh, the driver. Okay. Oh, the gun. Okay. The not machine gun, I guess. Yeah, I said, although, like I said, I don't think Infinite's a bad game, I just didn't like it as much as Bioshock 1 and 2, but Bioshock 1 I really like, and like I said, that's a good length. I've replayed that quite a few times over the years. Bioshock 2 I think is better in terms of gameplay, but like I said, it's notorious for crashing, and there is stuff you can do to reduce the crashing, because I did read a guide, and that has certainly helped, but it still does crash, and that's things like, there's like a CFG file for the game or whatever, where you can edit some of the values in it to actually make it use more of your like processor and GPU. But it does seem the main problem with Bioshock 2 is basically it's like hardware capped, so it doesn't use much of your hardware, therefore like, you know, runs out of memory quite quickly. I'm guessing on the consoles they basically, you know, limited how many enemies could spawn a lot more than the PC version or something. Oh no, we've got a sex bot on. I always find these streams. Right, let's throw some dynamite at the Boppity Boopity APC thing. Is that close enough? We'll find out. No, it's still alive. Okay, see if that one does it. I assume I don't need a satchel charge for a lighter weight vehicle like that one. Or maybe I do. Because normally I thought it was just like the tanks you needed the big, nothing to see here. Yeah, I would like it in this if TNT did more damage to those sort of armoured vehicles, because surely it being thrown underneath an armoured vehicle would kill something like that. Oh, I'm going to get artillery spammed at me again. Right, let's run for it then. But yeah, like I was saying the other day, I'm looking forward to the System Shock remake that's coming out. I don't know if it's this year, next year. I mean, although System Shock 2 is the one I think more people would want them to remake, having System Shock 1 play like a modern game and not like a very old style RPG would actually be quite good. Winebot. That's the radio, man. There we go. This radio's tote. Oh yeah, something really weird. I went to watch some Mr. Beans on Amazon the other day. You know, the old Rowan Atkinson Mr. Bean. And they're rated 15 now for some reason. Like, not every episode, but about half the episodes are 15 rated now, despite the fact they used to be U or PG. And I have no clue why. But, yeah, Mr. Bean is apparently now, like, not a kids thing anymore. But I do need to rewatch all those at some point. Back outside the walls of this place. Okay. Oh, I'm in a bad way. Oh, I'm dead again. I don't know. I was trying to look up the BBFC thing, you know, like the film board kind of classification thing to read the reasons they gave, but I couldn't find it. But yeah, it literally Mr. Bean is now like kind of rated higher than a lot of modern films that come out in the UK, because we have the weird thing now where like they've gone the opposite way, where lots of modern films are now like we get this weird thing. So like, if a modern film comes out with like sex, drugs, violence, whatever, they tend to not be as highly age-rated as they used to be. But if you get old films, they tend to like classifying them up now rather than classifying them down. So I don't know why, but because like in the James Bond box set, Diamonds Are Forever used to be PG, and that's a 12 now. And apparently it's literally because there's a bit where he like slaps a woman or something, and that made the film censors get really offended. Because you know Bond can shoot people and beat up men, but if he hits a woman, that's not allowed. I don't know, Hype. It might be. Yeah, encourages road rage violence. But I don't think that episode was 15 rated. Because like I said, half of them weren't. The one in the hotel where he's stuck on the stairs with the old people, that was rated 15. The one where he's like in the art class, that's a 15. Yeah, he doesn't even fucking talk, does he, Mr. Beam? So it's not like he swears. It's not like he goes around going... Like, I can understand not the 9 o'clock news or Blackadder being a 15, but not Mr. Bean. I really need to find a medkit, don't I? Yes, I do. Let's see if I can get down here without getting killed. And I'll look through the houses. Right, I'll run down here. Hopefully it will do an auto save in a minute as well, so I can come back with a load of health rather than being pinned down with no health. Because yeah, I want to get the stream over with now because of just the fact this room is getting horribly warm. Oh, it's 42 Celsius in here at the moment. I just looked at the thermometer. Fucking hell. 42. Yeah, it's basically because sadly we sold most of them off. Like a lot of our industry. There seems to have been a thing in Britain where they were very short-sighted, lots of companies and like government bodies that, you know, just selling stuff for a load of money at one point, you know, rather than thinking, would it be a good investment for the future? Like, again, now they're only just starting to talk about building nuclear power plants again. It's like, why hasn't this been a thing for ages? You know, they seem to debate doing stuff a lot, but not actually do anything. Right, I got a bandage at least. Yeah, you'd at least hope if a company's like bought the rights to another company, they at least use the name properly and make cars or whatever that look iconic or whatever with that sort of brand. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me there, like, with stuff like that going on. Because I hate the thing with video game developers where sometimes like a developer that's making quite good games gets bought out by a bigger development studio and then they don't do fucking anything with them until they like fold them, like EA like to do. So like, you know, developer known for making good games. And then like, oh, we've bought out this development studio, but rather than doing anything interesting with them, we're going to make some like generic games using them. They won't sell well, then we'll dissolve the studio because look, it's not making us enough money. Oh, I'm dead again. I really hope it quick saved. Oh, good, it did. Right, okay, so I don't have to run all the way back down and up again. I'm sweating like Prince Andrew at Pizza Express at the moment. Because, yeah, 42 Celsius, what a lovely temperature to be just sat in, with no airflow. So it was like Operation Paperclip, just with Ford, basically. No assist. I was using assist to get that guy. What?
No more to find here.
Am I getting my sim? Oh, I've got the fucking shotgun. Oh, did it say swap that for an MP40? Because I definitely want to do that. Yes, I don't want a shotgun. At least not this one. Okay, they've gone non-hostile. Let's run around the back, because it seems most of them are around the front. Can I climb up there or not? Probably not. I'll probably have to climb up where that ladder is, or this crate. I don't know. That looks clear there anyway. Can I climb up these? No, they're just decorative. No, I can't climb. No. There's a tunnel I can go through there. I don't want to get stuck under a load of enemies again. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I don't mind if they get bought by a company that actually does stuff with them, but like you said, if it's just there to like loot stuff from them in a sense, essentially like asset looting or whatever, then it's a bit shit, isn't it? Because again, there's lots of companies in the UK where that's happened, where, you know, one brand buys out another brand, and then everybody ends up getting unemployed in the end, because they literally buy the brand to get some of their assets or like brand names, not to keep the staff on or make money with that company. Not to play Bioshock Infinite. No, I'm not a fan of Bioshock Infinite, I was saying. I'll probably do Minerva's Den from Bioshock 2 at some point if I can do it without it crashing. But like I said, I'm not really a fan of Infinite. Oh, and because there's all the racist stuff in Infinite, YouTube might give me a strike for that, actually. Like, even though it's meant to be anti-racism, the stuff in the game, YouTube won't care about shit like that. Because it doesn't understand the context of, you know, slurs being used or anything like that. They're up there somewhere. So a little bit now. Oh, the room's 43 Celsius now. Brilliant. So where am I getting shot from? Is it a guy on the like rampart? Oh, hopefully it's put me a bit further up again. Yeah, there we go. We haven't got much to do. It says they're all in that area though, not this bit. Oh, his entire head just somehow smashed in with that. Yeah, like I said, because I've had to turn the aircon off because it's not working, and this house is horrible for trapping heat. Like I said, it's great in the winter, not so much for the summer. But like I said, once this stream ends, I'll probably be turning the PC off and, you know, having a shower or something before I go to bed.
Can't find anything else.
Come back for that other thing if it doesn't come on. I guess I can't do it. But yeah, that's saying that's the big problem with this house, is it was one of those ones built when they were really worried about cold winters. So it's insulated very well for cold weather, but in the summer it's horrible just because the heat gets in and then can't get out. And this particular room literally doesn't open onto the outside. So if I open a window, it opens onto a conservatory that's normally hotter than this room. There's also an immersion heater in a corner cupboard in this room, so that makes heat, and the door doesn't open, you know, just opens onto a corridor essentially. Yeah, well, some of them are even worse. Some of them are like, you know, the ones where you can't even open windows they build now, don't they? So they're like more efficient on heating or whatever, but yeah. I don't like the idea of a house where you'd have to be running like an aircon unit to actually cool it down because you can't open a window. That just seems daft. Right, so is that all the objectives done? Oh, destroy guns. Let's do that one then, and then I'll finish the mission. Maybe just flick it back on and see if it blows some cold air for a little bit. Like I said, I think it's just a pipe split a bit behind, so it's venting some of the hot air into the room, not up into the loft. Yeah, because it starts off cold, it just starts warming up over time. Are we finally going to get a grenade kill cam? No. Okay.
More bullets.
Do I have anything explosive I can throw? I might as well have the flare gun and see what that does. Because isn't the flare gun like to call in artillery or something? Yeah, let's just do that and see what happens. Because I might as well waste it if I've got it. There we go. If I remember right, you're meant to really use those on the big tanks, the artillery strikes. It might be, I think, if I remember right, the reason for that might be, I think they said about this on one of the Royal Armouries things, because they got consulted for the guns in these games. And I think some of those guns are the wrong size, and I think they said it's something to do with like how the models work in game. And I think they said it might have been to do with like a holster thing, like all the guns have to be a similar size to be modelled to fit in the holster correctly. Or for some of like the, you know, like skeleton animations or something. They did explain it. It's basically a gameplay limitation that they had to make all the guns, like the pistols and SMGs, relatively close to the same size, if I remember. Because the ones they didn't, like your finger would clip through them or something. And I guess it was just one of those things they didn't have enough time, again, like you're saying about other shortcuts they took. They probably didn't have enough time to manually, you know, go over every gun and then rejig all the like finger animations and like holding animations. Yeah, because I'm assuming this Tokarev probably uses most of the 1911's like model for size comparison. Looking at it. Oh, there's guys down there.
Better find some ammo.
Oh. 3 shots. Yeah, they go flying, don't they, when you hit them with Tokarev with this? Oh, oh dear. This guy's being annoying to kill. Come on. What's his skull made out of? Jesus Christ. There we go. Yeah, I think it was something like that when I watched it, because yeah, they were on about the, I think it was the WoW rod, and they were explaining like the WoW rod in the game is either smaller or bigger than the real WoW rod. I can't remember which one it was, because of like that issue. Because it had, I think it might have been smaller because they couldn't have the full like length WoW rod barrel, because otherwise it like clipped through like all the holsters on the different clothes or something. So I think, yeah, it's just literally a case of if they made them look more realistic, the game would have taken like extra months to make, which with modern dev studios, publishers basically don't let them do that, do they? Right, so that's all my objectives now, isn't it? Well, I did kill the driver of the art truck, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Didn't I see on my things? But yeah, I'll be off in a minute, because like I said, this room's got really hot. Like I said, it was 42 or 43 just now when I last checked the temperature. Because I've had the aircon on for a few minutes, it's lowered the temperature into the high 30s again, just from blowing a load of hot air back into the attic space, but it'll warm up pretty damn quickly again. But thanks for watching anyway. Yeah, I'm off now anyway, hope. Yeah, exactly. Stay hydrated is the main thing, isn't it, in this sort of weather, and don't just sit out in the sun for anybody that thinks that might be a nice thing to do. It's a bit risky with the amount of UV at the moment. But yeah, anyway, have a good day, everybody. I probably won't be streaming over the weekend because I'll be busy and tired with work.